Are you looking for an individual behavior solution for your students that's more than a sticker chart, but not too complicated? Something you can actually manage that works? Then you're in the right spot. Hi, I'm Amy Murray from Teaching Exceptional Kinders, and today we're here to chat about individual behavior charts or behavior plans that are low prep and truly do work. Before we get too far into things, please take a look down below. You will find links to blog posts, other YouTube videos that might be helpful to you, as well as the resources that I chat about in today's video. And while you're down there, please like and subscribe. That lets YouTube know to show this to other teachers who it may be helpful for as well. All right, so let's talk for a minute about individual behavior plans or charts, right? So when this comes up is you have a kid who's not buying into your whole group classroom management plan, whatever that might look like. And so you need to try something on an individual level to help them to be more successful with their behavior choices in the classroom. That's point one. Your behavior chart is to help the student to feel success in your classroom, not to catch them being naughty or to catch them misbehaving. The point of the chart is to catch your students being good and promote those positive behavior choices. So please, please, please don't treat your behavior chart as a punishment. It shouldn't be. It should be the end goal should be to get rid of the behavior chart because you don't need it anymore because the student is experiencing success. That's the goal here. So we need to keep that in mind. So with the idea that we want kids to experience success in our classroom, we need to set the behavior chart up in such a way that they are able to achieve that success. So you may have to start with a really small goal and build on that to help the student buy in. Okay. The second important point is whatever your reward options are for the student, and I say options because I find it's most effective to give like a menu of choices. I say menu, it's like 2 or 3 things, right? You can have A or you can have B, maybe C, but not like a whole menu. Anyway, so you want to give them choices and 2 acceptable choices, like maybe the student really loves Star Wars, and so you have some Star Wars toys they could play with. So a Star Wars toy, they could earn time to play, or on the other hand, they also love to have one-on-one time with you, so lunch with the teacher could be another option, and they can pick. But either way, whatever rewards you're offering, they need to be incentivizing. They need to really, really want it enough to perform the desired behavior that you're working on. So that has to happen. And then 3, you have to have a specific goal in order for a behavior chart to work, because you've got to be consistent and everybody has to be consistent. So without a specific goal, it's not going to work. So you can't just say Johnny's going to be good today, and then when he's good, he gets a sticker, and when he gets enough stickers, he gets this. That's not going to work. So what are you working with Johnny on? Is it raising his hand and waiting to be called on? Is it staying in his own personal space? Is it a kiddo who has trouble touching other kids or things that don't belong to him? Is it using his words instead of his hands when he's upset? What are the specific behavior, and not all of those, one at a time, which one are you working on, so that you don't get too frustrated and overwhelmed by all the things you're managing, and that the student can also know what the goal is and experience that success. Your goal is to set students up for success, not for failure. Does it always work? No, but that's our goal. All right, let's take a look at the simplest behavior tool that I used in my classroom. Sticker charts didn't work for me. I didn't find them specific enough unless it was a kiddo who was working on like one thing and the stickers worked for them. That does happen. Generally speaking, they didn't really work. So take that for what it's worth. So we use something that looks like these, just a little behavior chart. This one has his student name. This is just totally made up, by the way. So Charles, and his goal is to stay in his personal space with 2 or fewer reminders. Then in each space here, you see this one has little sea creatures. In each space, I would write the time of day in there. So the first one might be morning meeting. Let me write that, morning meeting. And the next one might be phonics. And then we've got math. And then probably, let's say centers and lunch. And this one would just be for the morning, okay? Oh, it'd help if I spelled lunch correctly. But see, I just wrote them in there so he could see them. And then it says he'll stay in a space with 2 or fewer reminders. And his goal would be, you can decide if it's 4 color. If he colors 4 of them, he gets it. If he colors all 5, he gets the reward. You can set that part. But he's working on staying in his personal space during that whole morning meeting with 2 or fewer reminders. If he does it, then he can take a crayon or a marker and color that space. And you might have kids who love to color, and you might have kids who just want to do the space like that. That's totally fine. And then if he gets to phonics and he does it again and he stays in a spot, he can color that next one. You see? And it goes like that. If he gets to math and I had to remind him 3 times, he doesn't get to color the turtle. Okay? Sometimes using pictures that students like in these boxes is enough to keep them motivated because they want to color them in. You could also use this as a sticker chart if you'd like to put stickers on it. But what I liked about this, using it this way, is there's nothing required other than a writing utensil. And the student can take this wherever he or she goes. And I would have, for a kiddo like this, one for the morning and one for the afternoon. Or let's say the student is really having a hard time in art class. And for whatever reason, in art class, he's really having trouble staying in that personal space. You could make it these could be times. This could be the first 10 minutes, second 10 minutes, third 10 minutes. 4th, 5th, if it's like almost an hour. Ours were usually 45 minutes, so that would work perfectly. Or it could be specific rules. Like for this one, it could say, stay to my space. This one say, raise my hand. I don't do that very often unless it's just like one time of the day and they can demonstrate that they did that all throughout the rest of the day with success. I like to focus on just a single goal. But the possibilities are there. So I would write down the class periods and I would meet with Charles at the beginning of the day and I'd say, look, buddy, okay, here's what we have to get through this morning. Remember, our goal is to stay in our personal space with only 2 reminders or less. Less is even better kind of thing. And we've got to get through morning meeting, phonics, math, centers, and lunch, right? And if you get 4 of those spaces colored in, then you can have your Star Wars toy time. Okay, or whatever reward it is that you know they want to work for. Hopefully that makes sense. That is the easiest, simplest behavior chart that I have found to be totally effective. The other great thing about these is once we had enough of them, I just took them, stapled them together for like a week, and I had data that I could put in, met the goal 2 out of 5 times. And I could input that on whatever data tracker I was keeping. You could jot a note on the back, whatever you need to do, but then you have them. And for mom and dad, if you take a picture of it and send it home on Seesaw or whatever communication app you use, they can see it. And it's black and white, and everybody who picks it up can understand, okay, this is the goal we're working for. He colors when he meets the goal. Very easy. So I have packs of these. They come with our sticker charts as well, because there are times I think that sticker charts are helpful. And maybe that's the next step after this, right? Would be a sticker chart because you have more opportunities on there. This is more structured. And then a sticker chart would be like for the whole day after you've worked your way up and shown success. And there are also sets that have 10 spaces if they're ready for like the whole day. Or they need more frequent reinforcement. 10 might be a better fit for your kiddo. It just depends. So these packs are in my individual behavior and sticker chart
bundle, which is linked down below, but you can also just try the individual packs if you just want to grab one. And like I said, it's really print and use. You can add your names and goal right in the PDF and print it out, and then all you have to do is write in your time periods or classes and you're ready to go. Just add a writing utensil, or if you want to use stickers or stamper, however you want to handle it. But the visual is there, the specific goal is there, and it really does work. All right, I'd love to know if you give these a try. Let me know down in the comments, or here are all the ways that you can reach me on Instagram, Facebook, and of course by email. I'm Amy at teachingexceptionalkinders.com. All right, until next time, have an exceptional day.